Hello everybody, Steve G here for Chef Knives to Go. We have another quick look product review, and this one is we're looking at the Tojiro Basic series. This is the VG10 Petty 135mm knife. It's a very impressive line of knives. The performance is really good. The value is extremely high. Just wanted to show you the packaging. They just do a nice job all the way around with this line. It's surprisingly good, high performance. Steel's good. They're sharp out of the box. Just a really nice package. Good, clean, simple packaging that's just nicely done, so I thought I'd show you that. So, got a sleeve, just unfolds out of there. There's a little tray in here with their brochure. And then here's your knife, nicely packaged. So just this line is just well thought out all the way around. So let's take a look at the construction and materials and dimensions and so on. So this is a 3-layer construction. It has a core steel of VG10 full stainless steel heat treat. For that, it's typically 5960 Rockwell on it. The construction is, again, 3 layers. So on either side of that core stainless steel, you've got a soft stainless cladding, so which does cover the spine, so it's an all stainless knife. Weight is going to vary just a tiny bit from knife to knife, but this particular one is 67 grams or 2.4 ounces. The handle is just a pretty standard black Packawood, which is a stabilized wood product. The tang is partial to keep the weight down. So the tang comes inside down past the rivets here. There's 3 stainless rivets, and you can see it does not come all the way through. So it's not a full tang, but that lightens things up quite a bit. As long as we're talking about it, of course, the balance point is going to be a little further back on this because it's such a small blade. But the balance point on this is right about that first stainless rivet there. In terms of dimensions, this one is 138 millimeters or 5.4 inches from the tip to the back of the heel. Overall length is about 243 millimeters or 9.6 inches. And then the spine, these are fairly stiff, but fairly thin as well. I've got about 1.8 millimeters thick on the spine at the back, and then about 1.7 here. And they do get pretty thin at the tip, and they also get pretty thin at the edge. So nice performing knife. The 200 millimeter Gyuto performed really well. This should do the same. It's a nice complementary pair, by the way. There is a 2-piece set with this 135 millimeter Petty and the 200 millimeter Gyuto. I think they have another set with that plus the Santoku. With this plus the Santoku. So there's a couple different options there. Dimension, it's not a tall Petty, but it's 29, about a little over 29 millimeters tall at the back. So it's not one of those that's like a mini Gyuto. You're not going to have your finger clearance there, you can see. But I'll show you a trick. When you use a cutting board, if you have a tall cutting board, you can run it off the edge of the board. Or with a thin cutting board, you can run it near to the edge of the counter and still get knuckle clearance for that. But just a nice all-around blade. Let's get our beauty shot here. Fit and finish is nicely done. It's a little bit of sharpness on the choil, which is at the back of the blade here, so it's got a little bit of a sharp edge on it. Some people might find that objectionable, some might not. You could easily touch that up with some sandpaper. The spine, they haven't done a lot of relief on the corners, but it's not sharp by any means. But the fit and finish is nicely done. There's screened-on kanji on the right side of the blade, and this is kind of a faux blade road. It's probably like sandblasted finish there. You can kind of just feel kind of a continuous curve. There's not really a line there, unlike this. So this is just a visual cue, not a physical cue there. Here's the left side of the blade. You can see there's no bolster here per se, other than the handles themselves have a little bit of a curve right there, but it works nice for a variety of different grip levels and so on, grip types. We will go ahead and put it on the cutting board here. Out of the box edge, I'll give this a 6 out of 10. So nice and sharp out of the box. I've been using the 200 millimeter Gyuto. It's been really a pleasant knife to use. Performance is great. Steel's working really good. Holds a decent edge. This should do the same. So it's just a nice complementary knife. So here is what it looks like on the board. You can see there's a little stop towards the back, and then kind of a low tip. Not that you're going to rock a lot with this, but I can get up fairly high, so I could rock this a little bit, no problem. Push-pull cuts, glide cuts, tip draws. little bit of chopping towards the back, so quite versatile. So this is just a nice economical utility knife that really performs extremely well. The steel's great. It's very high value. If you've got people that you're trying to introduce to a better knife, a higher performance steel, this is a great line to do that with. So this is the Tojiro Basic VG10 Petty 135mm knife from Chef Knives to Go.